What's up, YouTube? What's up, Extreme Gains family? I'm Chuck. This is Extreme Gains. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is or ever will be financial advice. Please do not take it as such. Today is Tuesday, my birthday, July 5th, 2022, and this is my AMC, GME, and SPY Algo Exposed daily update and preparation video for tomorrow and beyond. As always, I hope you all had a great day in the market today and you were able to take advantage of the extreme volatility and make some extreme gains for yourselves. I'm gonna go over all my regulars, my snake algo method for all three tickers, and some macro comparatives. So with that said, let's dig in. Real quick, I hope y'all had a great 4th of July weekend, extended holiday weekend as well. I hope you all enjoyed that, got some R&R, some good food, some drinks, and whatever else it is that you may have done. All right, we are back in action in the market today. Real quick as well, my extreme gains for today from my scalp setups on the 7 tickers that I set up every single day. They landed heavy, crazy heavy today actually. I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 entries from trigger on the 7 setups, the highest ROI being 180%. The next one down was 140%. The next one down was 125%. Next one down 100%. And then I had a couple 80%. And then from there down to 20, I had 3 20% to round out that list. So super grateful, super happy with those. I had an absolute monster day in the market today. That was what I was hoping for, obviously on my birthday as well. Thank you all for all the birthday wishes that all of you have given me over the weekend, going back to last week when I said it was my birthday weekend and clear up to today. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much. I say it all the time. I truly mean it. I hope y'all were able to do something similar in the markets today and every day and make some extreme gains for yourselves. Also, real quick, on your screen on the right-hand side is my micro intraday snake on SPY's 5-minute chart today. It is one full clip. You can see what the projection was from it as of this morning and what the fulfillment was throughout the entire day. For those of you and these dummies on Twitter that have no idea what it is that I'm doing with the micro intraday, I'm going to give you a quick lesson. Here was Friday's chart, right? Oh, look, it repeated itself today. Wow. Okay, there you go. 100% fulfillment of the projection of the micro intraday. AMC was very similar as well. I did erase it so we can go over the intra-week snakes. So moving on to that. On your screen is AMC and my current intra-week snakes. AMC finished the day today down 5.54%. Currently up 0.08 in after hours, trading at $12.79. Now, the current intra-week snakes that I'm still looking at, day of, day prior to, are very similar in that this midline volatility and consolidation that we experienced all of last week was 100% fulfilled from both of them. They are nuanced here at the end, which I'm about to show you. Here is the upside projection moving forward. You can see it fulfilled that projection today to the downside, and it is starting to curl up around just like this showed. However, it did breach that 1290 level to the downside, which I'm not too confident about right now because of that, for our continuation to upside and a continued fulfillment of this. However, if it could retake that 1290 level and give me a confirmation and continuation to upside move above that, I think my conviction in that would potentially increase for that reason. So you can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to fulfill the bullish scenario intra-week snake. Then we have the bearish scenario intra-week snake. Likewise, it projected and fulfilled all of last week, essentially candle for candle, and it was projecting this downside, downside today, and that is what we got 100%. You can see moving forward, it is just continuation to downside. X marks the spot here at a minimum from this 1290 break, in my opinion, back down to the ascending level of support and the descending level of resistance that we previously had. That lands right at the $12 level. So if this, in my opinion, cannot retake the 1290 level with that confirmation and continuation to upside move, and we do reject off of that 1290 level, I can see this coming back down to that $12 level and fulfilling the bearish scenario snake. Now we are at the end of both of these, as those of you who have followed me for any period of time know, with these intra-week snakes, if we get a week of fulfillment out of it, then it typically has interchanged on Tuesdays, but we had a holiday again on Monday, taking out Monday's trading, so it does throw the sequencing and the interchanging of these intra-week snakes off from I guess the pattern in which I have used to do this throughout the period of time in which I have continuously and consecutively done this. So if price action were to not fulfill either one of these and run some consolidation here around this $12.75 to $13 level, then I will be clipping a new day of and day prior to going into tomorrow, which I will show you tomorrow evening if that's the case. But to fulfill one or the other, I gave you my insight on that already. So that is everything for AMC and the current intra-week snakes that I am looking at and looking for going into tomorrow. The macro comparative, as you know, is from the previous double bottom right next door here. I've been using it in two different ways, both a flipped, which is the blue, and a straight up position, which is the red. The flipped I looked at both compressed and extended. This is the compressed placement of that. You can see going into today, it did project this downside move. Now moving into tomorrow and beyond, it is directly back upside, and then a continuation to upside if it were to continue to fulfill it in this position. The extended pull on this puts us right here, and I had discussed this last week when we were hanging up here about this potentially invert mirroring this projection to the downside, but up here in an upside manner, and fulfilling it candle for candle up here to the upside, and then potentially converging back with it down here if it were to be doing that. So far, it looks like that is what is potentially happening here with the extended version pull on that. So moving forward into tomorrow and beyond, you can see what the projection is from that moving forward. Excuse me. Then I have the straight up position of the same macro comparative and double bottom right next door there. And in the straight up position, there it was fulfilled to the downside today. You can see what the projection is moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill the straight up version of the macro comparator for AMC. Excuse me. That is everything I have and that I am looking for and from AMC moving into tomorrow and beyond. Up next is GME. GME finished the day today down 2.58%, currently down 0.07% in after hours, trading at 120.15. The current intra-week snake is what is on your screen. Once again, this snake has projected and fulfilled moving into a new week. This is what we counted today. I thought it was the 5th. This is the 4th full week that this thing has projected and fulfilled. So you can see moving forward what the projection is from the current intra-week snake on GME if price action were to continue to fulfill it in this placement. Then the macro comparative for GME. Like AMC, I have been using the previous double bottom in both the straight up and the mirrored position. There is no need to look at it in the mirrored position currently. The straight up position is what is on your screen now. Right there. And you can see it fulfilled itself. It did get hung up here last week. It did not fulfill in this downside manner like it was showing. However, we are here, what appears to be on the edge here. And you can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it in the straight up position. Obviously in the mirrored, it would have to go hard directly upside. Right now, we did talk briefly about this in a couple previous videos, my bad, about this bottom being shortened here above the 116 or 117. 117 is a real pivotal, significant level of support and resistance for GME. So I would like to see that hold up. Obviously, if we get a breach of that to the downside, then this is something that I believe could be realistic and on the table. If and when we were to receive a bounce off that level and this bottom were to be shortened up to this level and then get the continuation to upside move, we'll talk about it when and if that bounce occurs. That is everything I have for GME moving into tomorrow and beyond. Last but not least, SPY. SPY finished the day today up 0.19%. First video back in a while. It's going to take me a minute. A little rusty. 0.19% in regular trading hours. Currently down 0.04% in after hours, trading at 381.81. The current intra-week snakes, the day of and the day prior to, is what I have here. The day prior to is the blue. The day of is the orange. And these both projected and fulfilled. You can see here, the projection was the downside, the bounce back upside, and that is exactly what we got candle for candle today. So you can see what the projection is from the day prior to, moving forward into tomorrow and beyond, if price action were to continue to fulfill it in that placement. Then the day of divergence is the orange one. And likewise, it projected the downside and then the bounce back upside from its initial placement, and it fulfilled its projection candle for candle as well. And you can see moving forward into tomorrow and beyond what the price action and projection is and potentially will be if it were to continue to fulfill it in this placement. There is not much of a difference between the two intra-week snakes right now until one expires and the other one continues if price action were to continue to fulfill them. You can see they are literally almost candle for candle. There is one, there we go, right there. One little nuanced move here, one little nuanced mirrored move here, but nonetheless, the generalized perspective of that macro movement are essentially candle for candle and the same until the day prior to the divergence expires and this one continues. So if and when we were to fulfill completely out to here, we'll deal with that if we get there. Then the macro comparative for SPY, as you know, is from the 08-09 correction and crash. I have been using this and tracking this every day since I started the channel back in December. I said a few weeks ago that I thought we were potentially halfway there between the top and the bottom of the replicated crash from 08 into 09. And then I see that Michael Berry said it 2 weeks ago. Mr. Berry, I appreciate next time you use my information publicly like that. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That'd be cool, though, to get a shout out, wouldn't it? Nah. All right. Anyways, I had to say that. We joked about it in premium. You had to be there. If you know, you know. If not, oh, well, that was dumb, I guess. All right, here we go. You can see the projection and the fulfillment from it currently, previously, and moving forward if price action were to continue to fulfill it going into tomorrow and beyond. And in this position, we are closer to the bottom than we may think. So we'll see if we get continued fulfillment out of it. Obviously, there's a leg down here is what it's projecting moving into tomorrow and beyond. So we'll see if we get that continued fulfillment, and then we'll go from there. And that is everything in a nutshell of what I am looking at and looking for going into tomorrow and beyond with AMC, GME, and SPY. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Do good in the market tomorrow. Make yourselves some extreme gains. I'll get an update and prep video out tomorrow night, just like always after market close. Take care. I'll talk to you all then. Later.